Hey Diamonds, it's your girl Sadia. I'm back with another quarantine tutorial. Today I'm going to do a monochromatic, meaning using all the same color, which is purple as you see, for my eyeshadow. So to start, I'm using a cream, and you can use this as lipstick or as eyeshadow. And this is by Anastasia. And you'll see me use this same color on different parts of my face. Just stay tuned. I ain't gonna say too much. So I just use my handy dandy fingers there. I want to use this brush right now to just smooth out that line just a little bit. I use the cream shadow because I wanted to actually have this color build fast. So all this brush is doing is softening up the line. I'm blending down on my lid just a tad bit. So for this look, I know that I'm going to use some more shadows, and I don't want them to fall down on my face where I've already done my foundation. So I'm putting this powder on underneath my eyes to just kind of protect from any fallout from the eyeshadow. Same color that I used above, I'm just coloring under my eyes. Now I'm using an oldie but goodie, my electric palette. I've had this palette for so long, I probably really need to get rid of it, but I love it. So again, me working in my crease area, going with the purple that is just a dark purple. So I'm patting it in, and once I get the color on there, then you'll see me kind of using small circular motions to get that color in. So right now I'm just building that color up. Y'all, look, I was jamming. It's some great DJs now that we're in the quarantine. Like, you can go to people's Facebook page and like rock out. So I was doing this look. I was jamming to the music. So, you know, excuse me. Nah, don't excuse me. Rock out with me. So just building up that purple. And if you want like some more detail of what I'm doing, I also have an eyeshadow video where it's easy eyeshadow. I believe it's easy eyeshadow placement. I can actually tag it in the description below to kind of show you the placement of the shadow. I'm doing the very same placement, the very same style of shadow. So right now, just using a clean blending brush just to kind of bring those two colors together. If you know me, I don't like any harsh lines. And sometimes to get a good blend, you have to make sure your brush is clean. So even though it was clean before I used it on my eye, I just, again, brushed whatever color was on there off. Because what I don't want to do is muddy up the colors and you can't see that blend. I want you to see my blend. So that same color that I was using up top, that deep purple, I'm using down below. Again, just buffing those lines out at the top to just kind of smooth things out. I love the way this is coming together. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I like to play with adding depth and light to looks. I like when you look at eyeshadow, your eyes kind of dance around and you wonder, oh, what did you put there? A lot of times people are like, oh, what color eyeshadow did you use? I'm like, well, about 10,000 of them, depending on what part you're looking at. And I must admit, when I taped this, it was like 11 o'clock at night. I was doing nothing but going to watch TV. So I used my pizza palette, and I'm just using that, I think it was called Red Onions, and I'm just coloring in the center of my eyes, and that will be where I put my glitter. What I showed you was the NYX glitter primer, and I'm just patting that on my lid. Now, glitter can be tricky. I'm placing this on the back of my hand with a flat brush, and I'm gently placing it on my lid so I don't get it everywhere. So I have to take my time to build this up. Now again, I told you all that I wanted this look to be like monochromatic, meaning I stay inside this family of purples. Now when I see this shadow, well, this glitter, to me it looks purpley, but on camera it kind of comes off as bluish purple. But I still like it. So just adding that primer. Only do one eye at a time with that primer because I do not want the primer to dry and it not adhere, the glitter to adhere to my lid. This video is sped up, but I'm telling you guys, I had to take my time actually patting in, and I'm adding more primer right there. Taking my time actually patting that glitter in, and I'm very specific on where I want that glitter to go. Now I cannot say the words, you know what I'm trying to say. That's one of my challenge words. So right now I'm going in with that deep purple, and I'm kind of getting really close to where that glitter is because I don't want you to actually see exactly where I stopped. This look is really coming together, y'all. Again, I'm going in with that deep purple, and I'm just going to kind of line my eyes and define it. Now, you really can't see it much here, but I tried. Going to my Anastasia palette by Jackie Aina. This is probably one of my favorites. I'll probably end up getting another one. Now, I am doing my liner. Y'all, let me tell you. I don't know about y'all, but like this is my easy eye. But the other side is my hard eye, so I decided to cut that part short because I didn't want y'all to see me struggling. I mean, my right eye can be like perfect, and my left eye, it just acts so crazy, and I gotta go back and give it some work and love. So I'm just close to my lash line with this felt tip liner by Cole Cosmetics. And this, I'm going back with that Anastasia palette, and that is like kind of a purpley color that I thought I could use in the inside of my inner corner. Now it's not coming across, it's coming across as a little grayish to me, but when you look at the palette it kind of looked like purpley iridescent, but I figured it'd be nice and cute. Y'all know I'm not gonna let y'all see me do these lashes. I be done glued my eye shut, showing off. Now for this look, I knew that I did not want my brows to be too bold. I wanted my eyes to be the center of attention. So I am just using my Morphe eyeshadow palette, and I'm just touching my brows because if you were standing close to me, you could see that some of the makeup has gotten on my brows and kind of have them look, they're looking a little brownish, like my skin tone brown because it has foundation in it. So I'm just touching that with some powder, nothing serious. For this look, I wanted my eyes to be center stage. So what you see me do is taking alcohol with a Q-tip, and I am taking some of that color off because again, I do not want people to say, oh, your brows are the bomb. Like, of course, you know, like the brows, but I don't want my brows to be center stage. I want this eye to say it all. So with the same color from that Anastasia cream palette, I am using that on my lips. So, and remember, that's what I first started with. So I'm using that on my lips, and I will also end up using that on my cheeks. And this kind of just bring, one of the reasons I love creams is because you can do so much with them. They're so versatile, and you can, whether eyeshadow, blush, lipstick, you can have all your colors just be cohesive. Y'all, I hope y'all don't hear my bird tweeting in the back. She just got a lot to say. I think she think I'm talking to her. So with that color, I'm just kind of warming it up on my brush, putting it on my cheeks, smiling. I gotta smile so I can see where my cheeks are because I have such a chubby face. I know that looks a little harsh, look a little clownish. So I'm taking a clean foundation brush to kind of just bring that in. Just soften that line up. And I know it's still a little bright. We still got some work to do on that blush, y'all. Don't judge me yet. So I'm taking my foundation brush that has foundation on it, and I'm softening up my lines. And that kind of mutes out the blush a little bit. I'm actually softening the line up even there. Get that little nose so it won't be shining like Rudolph. So on this part, this is a Cole Cosmetics blackberry liner. Now, when I was taping this, you couldn't see what I was doing, so I cut that out. So I line my lips with the blackberry, and then I'm going in with some shadows, and the same shadows that I use on my eyes, I'm actually using those to kind of darken up around the edge of my lips. And maybe I can do a tutorial on how I did my lips, because you really can't see. So the same eyeshadow that I used on the inner corner of my eyes, I'm also using in the center of my lips. I try to tell people you can use whether eyeshadows for different things. You can use them for highlighters. You can use them for helping ombre lips. You can do so much with your products if you know how to use them. You don't have to always use them as they're instructed. So yeah. I break all kind of rules. I tell people there are no rules really in makeup, only guidelines. So this is a bronzer, and I just kind of want to bring together that blush as well as my contour and get any glue out of my eyes. Uh-oh, y'all, I don't have a corona. My allergies. You know, people will freak out and log off. So I'm just using a little setting spray. Uh-oh, it's got in my nose. And y'all know my signature mole. Don't tell nobody. So I hope you like this video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. You all, I appreciate your support for this channel. I cannot thank you enough. And let me know in the comments below, was this video helpful? What would you like to see later? And again, I'm out. I wanted to show you all my baby. Here you go.
And if you mess with her, mess with me. Right.
Thanks again, Diamonds. We out. Peace.